Hey everyone, happy Monday. For those of you who aren't sure what day of the week it is, today is Monday, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. So I'm going to move in a little bit of a different direction this morning for devotionals, and I'm going to share with you guys one of my favorite Bible verses. It's from the book of Hebrews, and it's Hebrews chapter 6, verses 19 through 20. And it says this: "We have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. It enters the inner sanctuary behind the curtain where our forerunner, Jesus, has entered on our behalf." Now, I really encourage you guys to go back and read the full context of this verse. Maybe start around verse 10 of chapter 6 in Hebrews and then go all the way through to the end. What you're going to notice is that the writer of Hebrews is encouraging his hearers that they serve a God who follows through on his promises. Now, the author starts off by saying, hey, look, God sees how you're living your life. God sees that you're living a life devoted to him. He knows that you're helping out others. He knows that you're showing people his love. He says, keep doing that. Keep being diligent in that faith. And remember that God is there. God sees that. God is here. And then he says something really important in verse 12. He says, we don't want you to become lazy, but to imitate those who through faith and patience inherit what has been promised. Now, this verse is really important, especially the words through faith and patience. It's through faith in God and patience in his timing that we inherit what is promised. And the author explains kind of what this means by giving the example of Abraham. If you guys remember in the book of Genesis, God tells Abram, later the name is changed to Abraham. He says, Abraham, go, I want you to go and I want you to look up in the stars in the sky. That's how vast your offspring is going to be. That's how great the number of offspring that are going to come from you. That's how big his family will become. And we know that God fulfills that promise, right? Even though Sarah and Abraham are very old, he grants them a son, Isaac. And if we trace that family line all the way down, we ultimately lead to Jesus. Now, the author of Hebrews is saying this to his readers to remind and encourage them that God is faithful to his word. God's faithful to his promises. What he says will come true. And he wants to give them hope in the midst of any uncertainty, in the midst of their uncertainty. That's why he follows this passage, this talking about Abraham, with my favorite verse. We have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. It enters the inner sanctuary behind the curtain where our forerunner Jesus has entered on our behalf. So think about an anchor for a second. What is the purpose of an anchor? I know many of you probably know, but I am less familiar with boats. So I did what every good human does, and I Googled the question, what is the purpose of an anchor? And this is what I found. It's actually quite good. The purpose of an anchor is to keep a ship safe and secure at a desired location, or to help control the ship during bad weather. However, to accomplish these vital purposes, just having an anchor is not enough. The anchor must be solid, dependable, and used properly at the right time and place. Did you guys catch that it says during bad weather? The hearers of Hebrew would have fully understood what the purpose of an anchor was. That it was needed to secure a ship, to keep it in one place, to keep it safe, especially during a storm. Now, the author compares an anchor to our ultimate hope, which is Jesus. He is our security during the storm. He is what's going to keep us safe. He is that solid and dependable anchor that will keep us secure if used properly. Look, the reality is that just like a ship needs an anchor to get through those storms and to keep it grounded, anything that comes a ship's way, we also need Jesus. We need our hope to get through the troubles that will come. Because the reality is that troubles do come. We're in this uncertain time right now. We're in this hard time, this hard season right now. And in John 16, Jesus says, look, in this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. Jesus has overcome the world. So in this time of uncertainty, or in any time of uncertainty. May you continue to hold firm to the anchor that is Jesus. He is our hope. He is our rock. He is the only one that can help us weather any storm. All right, now it's your turn. What's your favorite Bible verse? What's your favorite Bible story? We really want to hear. Make sure that you comment below so that we can hear all of those awesome verses. Thank you guys for listening.